99% of the rappers that are watching this video are not gonna make it. My name is Patrick CC, and I'm extremely passionate about the underground music scene. And also, I heard a lot of people talking saying that I'm not actually about this water life. I'm not actually sipping water because it's fun. And I don't know if you can see that in there, but that's water, okay? So make sure you're drinking more water because it's fun. Comment down below what you think my favorite water brand is. The first person to get it right will get their comment pinned. The first and most basic reason why most of you rappers will not make it is because you're just not good enough.
I have no talent.
You see, with hip-hop and with really all music, there's just this it factor that you need to have. You can't really explain it and you can't manufacture it. Some people just have it and some people don't. I know that's just as horrible as it sounds, but it really just is that way. A lot of you have a decent understanding of how to make music for the sake of the majority of the people that are watching. A rap song, you understand that you need to make a beat, you need to rhyme over the beat, you need to flow a certain way, you need to have sort of an intro and a chorus, or you kind of understand how you need to make a song. But a lot of you either intentionally or subconsciously are copying people because you have been a rap fan for a long time, or maybe you heard something that you really liked and you're taking a lot of influence from them and implementing it into your own music, which is fine. But you have a hard time really trying to figure out how you can separate yourself from the pack. How can you be unique? How can you stand out? How can you do something totally different and original that's gonna get you new fans who are not just gonna immediately listen to your music and say, oh, it sounds like X, Y, and Z. And that takes a lot of time to figure out how to do that. And with that taking a long time is a lot of you are just not patient enough. See, there's this balance between patience and hard work and grinding. The growth to the top takes years, and just by the nature of life, you're gonna run into things that are gonna prevent you from doing music, from putting out more music, from creating music. For example, going to college, getting a job, moving around. And a lot of you just let that overwhelm you and it prevents you from making more music. And the ones who really, really want it, the ones who are super hungry, who won't let anything stop them, take those life things, take it on the chin, and just move on and keep making music and keep pursuing that dream. Plus, we've seen so many artists just kind of blow up out of nowhere, like Lil Pump and Lil Yachty and all of these industry plants that I've been covering over the past few weeks. And it puts this idea in the heads of the youth, or you guys who are trying to make a come up, that it can just happen in a year or a few months or whatever. And it seems like it happens so often because these people get so big so fast, but it really doesn't happen like that. You gotta figure, for every one random artist that explodes out of nowhere and gets a big song or a big career, there's at least 100 other underground artists that are grinding, just getting a little bit more plays every day or a little bit more followers, and they're really a true representative of the grind that actually exists. It's not easy. I'd be willing to bet that every single person that watches this video, not one of you is gonna explode like that. I also have sort of like a half reason, and that's image. Image is really, really big right now, and I'm sure you guys all know of an artist who has a very specific image that goes along with their music. I would say somebody with a really good image that complements their music is somebody like Zillakami. I think that his image and his music go so perfectly hand in hand, it has allowed him to grow as big as he is. Not saying he's mainstream or anything by any means, but it's important that he looks and dresses and acts the way he does because it fits in with his brand. If Zillakami made the music that he makes and he was just some regular looking dude, then people probably wouldn't buy into it. I don't worship Satan, I'm too evil and he hates me. God cannot save me. And we all know a couple rappers that are all image and no talent. Not gonna name any names, but
you know what I'm saying.
Basically what I'm saying is image is kind of important. It can help a lot, but it's not necessarily make or break. If you made it this far in the video and you're feeling unmotivated or you're feeling pissed off at me, then you have a losing mindset. You need to be crazy enough to think that your music can push through all these other people doing it and be able to reach an audience and be able to eventually make you a career. You need to believe that you can win. You should be looking at what I just said in the video and feel motivated, feel like I'm gonna prove him wrong. So if you didn't leave a hate comment and click off this video and say,
"But you were for the underground, I thought you supported us,"
then we can move on to what I think that you guys should do from here. First and foremost, you need to understand, what do you want from music? What do you want music to provide for you in your life? Do you want to make a full career out of it and try to go big into the mainstream and sign to a major label and be played on the radio? Do you want to attempt to go mainstream but maybe settle for a little bit less and do full US tours and full European international tours, but maybe not exactly be a radio artist? Do you want to make music mainly just for the internet and do some live shows here and there, but make your full living off your music? Do you want to just make some music, express yourself, work a full-time job, and just have it make a little bit of side money for you? Or do you not care at all and you're just gonna put music out there? If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere, but if it doesn't matter, because all you want to do is make music that you're passionate about. Those few reasons are pretty much all you got, so it's pretty important that you know what you're going for. Feel free to share yours in the comments. The next thing I would do is try to study music as a business in the best way possible. I'm not even gonna pretend and act like I know all the ins and outs of it, but there are tons of ways to make money and there's tons of ways to absolutely lose money. And there's tons of actions that you could take that could potentially get you sued or get you into a lot of trouble. There are tons and tons of YouTube videos, discussions, tutorials, various YouTubers that talk about this kind of content. I would do it myself, but I just don't know enough and I feel like I'm not qualified. But I highly, highly, highly recommend you do some research, because even some of the biggest artists that we know have made mistakes, whether it was signing a deal or making a song with a sample in it that ruined them, that we think they're so big, they have everything figured out, they know what they're doing, but it can happen to anyone. But as far as creative things that you could do to separate yourself, change up your music in a way that you could break through to a larger audience, boy, if I knew that answer and I could give you that in a video, I'd be a gazillionaire, because I'd be able to just make poppin' artists all the time. But there is one thing that I can help you out with, and that's beats. I'm so sick of hearing the same beats in my live streams. A lot of people don't know that there's a massive producer community. People always say, I don't know where to find beats, so they go on YouTube and they download the same type beats from Extravulous or DB or Coremil, and no disrespect to those guys. You built your platform, you deserve all the success, but God, I'm just so sick of hearing the same beats. So what I'm gonna do is make a list of producers that I'm sourcing from my following, and these people have smaller followings, but truthfully they make pretty fire beats, so you can DM them and you could work out the business information and you could really make like a personal connection. Make sure that all of your stuff is protected and you're both gaining the same, and build a creative relationship. So if you say, hey, I want to be able to do this with the beat or change this about it, you have more creative control. So again, check out those producers and get more creative with your music. Marketing, marketing, marketing. This whole music scene is all about marketing. It's all about how you can get your music out there. There are tons of different ways. There's not one specific way to do it. Of course, I'm always gonna favor YouTube. I feel like YouTube is one of the best places to get your music out there. I will say I myself offer a ton of different promotional services, and of course, I'm gonna promote myself and what I do first. So DM me if you are interested. But look at other YouTubers. Look at YouTubers that aren't related to music at all. Look at small vloggers or gamers or commentary channels. Reach out to them, offer them money to put your song in a video. Don't say, hey, could you please put my song in the video? Give them something, give them a reason, give them some money, whatever it is, a little bit, a lot, I don't know. That stuff goes a long way. I can't tell you how many comments I get where it's like, oh, what was that song in the background? It's really important that you think outside the box, think creatively. Pay for a shout out on Instagram. Do some ridiculous video on Instagram that somehow ties into your music. Don't just put it up there and say, here's my new track, go check it out, and expect people to go check it out, because they're just not gonna do that. I mean, the FaZe Clan had a huge part in bringing up Logic. Cuff Boys had a huge part in bringing up Lil Skies. I would say start with YouTube, start with other YouTubers, and then maybe get creative on Instagram. And you're gonna lose a lot of money in the beginning. That's kind of just the way it is. You're gonna pay for promotion that isn't exactly gonna get you the outcome that you thought it was, but if you get 1, 2, 5, 10 more loyal fans from whatever promo service that you pay for, that's more than you would have had. And eventually it's just gonna snowball from there, so it'll all be worth it in the end if you're dedicated. I really do want you guys all to succeed. I wish the best of luck, and I'm only one person, so I can only do so much, but I'm trying my hardest to promote all of you underground rappers, whether you have a tiny amount of followers or a pretty decently sized fan base. You're all just as important to me, and I have dedicated myself to growing this scene as much as I possibly can. And if you are only interested in the music side of things that I do, or you are a fan of the vlogs and the commentary videos, but for the most part you really like my taste in music and you like all things related to underground music, I highly recommend that you go over to my Joda channel, because in just a few weeks I'm going to be pumping out only music related content. It's all going to be music video reactions, song reviews, album reviews, maybe possibly interviews, just other kind of creative videos that are only related to the underground scene. My channel is going to stay pretty much the same, but I want a little bit more freedom to kind of do maybe more funny videos or maybe things outside of music a little bit, and just have Joda be all related to music. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. There's content coming there really, really soon. I wish the best of luck to you underground rappers. I wish I could message all of you and give you advice. Maybe if you have a quick question and you want, some little advice, you can DM me, but it's going to be hard to get to them because I know I have a lot. But maybe I'll provide some more informational videos. I don't know. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. I don't really know how to close this out, but I really do wish the best of luck for you, and use this video to motivate you. Don't have a losing mindset. You're going to be fine. You're going to do great. Just keep working hard. I'm out.